I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading. Take what resonates, leave what does not. All right, what's blocking you? 10 of Wands. What do you need to focus on? 10 of Cups. Energies coming in. All right. Overall energy. I have to check and hold on. The world is yours, right? World is yours. You're in control of what your world looks like, what you see through you, what you experience through your world. If you turn the card sideways, it's an I, right? You make your world. I make my world. How do you see it? How you feel? Yes, things happen to us, but it's how do we respond to that? What's blocking you? 10 of Wands, 2 of Swords. I feel like you can't make a decision in something and that you're stuck and you can't move forward. I feel like you're exhausted, that you're tired, that you can't, there's a decision that you need to make and you're not making it. It's almost like you're stuck and you're not moving anywhere. You're not moving forward with something. Maybe you're not creating your world the way that you want it to be. You're stuck with something. You're stuck. You can't move. You can't make a decision. You can't make a choice. That you keep possibly going back and forth with something. That's what I feel like. You're stagnant. Something's not moving. I feel like you could be frustrated that you keep trying to do something, but you don't seem to be getting the results that you want. But I feel like there's something that you need to look at. Which is this here is the 10 of Cups, the 8 of Swords, and the Chariot. I feel like it's coming out of the shadows and stepping up to the plate and coming out of your comfort zone, thinking outside of the box and coming forward. Like, it's almost like that uncomfortable feeling. You're like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this because I haven't done this before, because it kind of makes me feel uncomfortable. But it's almost like doing that helps you to move away from this and feeling stuck. Energies that want to come in for you is the 8 of Cups, 2 of Cups, the Moon, and the Knight. I feel like because of this, you start to reach out, that you start to go in a direction that, because you let go of what's holding you back, your inhibitions, it's almost like when we challenge ourselves, we become stronger. And it's like we start taking more challenges and we start taking new opportunities because we've challenged ourselves and we're like, oh, I succeeded. Or you know what? That wasn't as bad as what I was thinking it was going to be. That didn't feel as uncomfortable, or it felt really scary and uncomfortable, but I'm so proud that I did it. I feel like it's time for you to step out from the shadows, take control of the reins, and to start moving forward on something. You want to move forward on something, but you're feeling stuck. And I feel like it's going a different path and a different way is what's going to bring you your 10 of Cups. I feel like it's not the way that you were thinking. It's not how you were thinking. It's something different. And that's what we have to be open to, all possibilities. Sometimes the strangest things happen, but it leads us to what it is that we were looking for. Like it wasn't the way that we thought. I feel that with this future energy, you're not really sure where you're going, but I feel like clarity comes in, and I feel like it's more of a connection, and you feel stronger within yourself, and I feel like you start to take more chances, which I think is a good thing. All right, let's grab... Sometimes we don't realize how much power we have in our own life. We feel like it's all of these things are happening to us, but it's in reality, things are happening for us to see something. Open your eyes and see what is around you and what is going on. All right, we have bliss, cherishing the day, and we have dominance, believing in yourself. Is that something that you're lacking, right? That you're not really believing in yourself, that things are going to happen for you, that you feel that things are happening to you. Having that belief in yourself. I think a lot of us struggle with that. I know I do, definitely. But I feel like I've gotten a lot better with things. When I start to see success, that I'm like, oh, you know what? That makes me feel stronger and more confident. And we have to keep going back to those successes that we have in order to push ourselves forward, to show us that, you know, we really are strong, and to really believe. If you don't believe in yourself, then that's a big problem. All right, let's grab an animal oracle. Badger spirit. I love black-eyed Susans. Those are so cool. They remind me of my childhood. There were a lot of them where I was growing up. And they always made me so happy because they were such a bright color. And as soon as this card flipped over, that's what stood out for me. Badger spirit. Be fearless and bold, believing in yourself. I feel that those two are definitely kind of the same colors and kind of related there. I feel that you're lacking confidence in something. And sometimes we're our own worst enemies and we sabotage things. And we don't even realize that we are, because we're having doubts within ourselves. You're doubting yourself on something. You're doubting yourself that you can do something. That's not the energy that you want to put out there. You want to put that energy of, I will succeed at this. I will not give up. All right, let's grab a fortune reading card. I haven't used one of those in a while. Cracker. Positive energy surrounds you. Love, joy, and good fortune awaits. Without a doubt, it awaits. Why? Because you're making moves. You're seeing weaknesses. You're trying different things. You're letting go of things. You're believing in yourself. You're being fearless and bold. You're attacking situations. You're figuring things out. You're feeling confident. And it's time to celebrate. Even if you just have a day where you're like, I didn't put myself down once during the day, right? Sometimes when we're struggling with ourselves, that will say, oh, you know, I deserve this to happen, you know, in a negative way, or I can't do this, or I can't do that. And if you have a whole day where you're like, I am positive, I am great, I am good, I will achieve my goals, amazing things are going to happen for me, that you do that for the whole day. And every time you start going to the negative, you turn that around, right? And you say a positive thing. And celebrate that. I made it through the whole day and I didn't say one negative thing towards myself. Or I made it through the whole day and I didn't let this person, you know, I decided to give myself a day of freedom from this person. If you have someone around you that keeps contacting you or makes you feel in a negative way, you're like, okay, I'm not going to receive any phone calls from that person. I'm not going to read their text. I'm just going to not even put myself It's almost like a deer in headlights sometimes when we see negative things and we're like, do I want to look or do I not want to look? I know what the answer, I know what is going to happen. It's going to be a negative thing, but you get caught up and you're like, oh, I want to watch. But it's like, you know what? I am going to look out for myself, and I'm going to say, I'm not going to watch. I'm not going to connect with that person because I know it's going to happen. So I'm going to give myself this day of relief from that. And when that feels so good that you've given yourself positive motivation and positive words, and you haven't focused on the negative, or you haven't surrounded yourself with negative people, that it feels so good, you're like, you know what, I want to feel this again. I want this to be every day of my life. And that's when you start realizing, okay, these are the changes that I need to make, and I have to be fearless and bold and make those tough decisions, that if I want my life to be better and I want to be in control of my life, I'm going to have to make some hard, tough choices. But that's what I'm willing to do to achieve my 10 of Cups. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.